Jesus Christ, is that motherfucking bright? Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up, hold up. There we go. This is your main man, Shawnkudoe 753, coming at you live, loud, and proud, man. I hope we have a great show tonight. This is Wake Up Your Life. This is not no bullshit. This is not no, oh, okay, we gonna just care about everybody's everything. Now, this is a show about real talk, real feelings, and real thoughts, okay? This is a show about literally wake up your life, okay? Topics that quite literally hit you in the gonads any motherfucking time you talk about it. Anytime, like, very controversial, very informative as well. But these are topics that literally cause people to, like, argue, fight, dumb shit. Now, our night was supposed to be on the racism in religion and the prejudice of in religion. And my two guests apparently aren't going to be showing up. But still, okay, if they do, I got it set up where they can actually join. And if they want to come in, they can come in. And Jesus Christ, that is still bright as shit. Okay, there we go. No, but if these guys want to come in and actually show up, if you guys want the link to speak your mind on this show, message me in the comments. Let me know. I'll shoot you the link. If you connected with my Facebook, I'll shoot you the link. If you're connected with BTMX in any way, I can shoot you the link that way too. But let's get down to brass tacks, okay? What the show was supposed to be was basically tonight's show was meant to show about racism in the Norse religion, okay? A lot of factions and a lot of organizations in the past have used Norse symbols to basically justify or try to empower their own beliefs. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, that you can find the Norse in every culture, in every nation, in the entire world. Now, I'm not just speaking upon, like, just bullshit. I actually went to school for this shit, too. I went to the Academy of the Pagans, okay? I spent years studying paganism. I've studied years doing paganism, Druidism. I've studied all the forms, really, of it. And I fell in love with one religion called Orthodoxy, which is an ancient religion based of Norse and Japanese religion. Now, I don't see too many people coming in so far, but it's still early. Now, the whole factor is a lot of people don't realize what it means to be racist or prejudiced. Okay, prejudice is the color of your skin, where racism is a species. Now, that's the bad part, okay? People don't really want to define that more than what they already talk about. They want to misinterpret or misuse words, and I'm sorry to say, but that's ignorance right there. Being ignorant does not mean you're stupid. It's just meaning that you are unknowledgeable on a fact or facts that you may end up not knowing. So what you should do is educate yourself. That's another thing I wanted to talk about tonight too, is education. How in the hell are school teachers and school boards allowed to just go all willy-nilly with whatever they want to do to basically say, oh, yeah, your kid's not wearing certain, they got dirty socks, but the socks are clean, or they got dirty clothes on, but the clothes are clean, and then they turn around and disrespect and dishonor the parents themselves by not actually informing the parents of anything as well. That right there pisses me off. Now, there's a few other topics I would like to hit too. Wake Up Your Life is going to also be doing truth. Because I got kicked off TikTok for speaking the truth. And it really sucks when all these algorithms are out there trying to silence truth. And then you got people out there who's trying to help out with everything that's going on in people's lives. Now, if you want to actually help out, if you want to actually be a motivative person in someone's life, the first thing you must do is what I always say. Look in the mirror, find your flaws, find your mistakes in your life, okay? Don't judge another man, though, before you can judge yourself upon your own mistakes that you've made, and come to terms with the mistakes that you've made in your life. Me, I don't have a very light past. I have a very dark and shady past. A lot of people who actually have known me for 25 years know that I was never really a nice person. I've had my problems with drugs, alcohol, being in the streets, crazy shit. But the biggest factor of it all is I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, what can I change and what can I do to make myself better? Before trying to judge or go to someone else and tell them, hey, why don't you do this and this and this? But I don't have my own shit straight. I don't have my own life straightened out. That does not give sound advice then. See, in Wake Up Your Life, it's meant to just do that. Wake up your life. Okay, so we're going to hit some philosophies tonight instead of talking about what we were supposed to talk about. Maybe next month we'll get to those. I don't know. It all depends on the guests and everything. But I do have an announcement. My cousin will be coming back to the BTMX family, and she will be coming back for an interview with me on Wake Up Your Life to actually talk about the dark side of that, though, okay? And actually talk about, like, everything about that. But that's next month, third Saturday. Always remember, it's on the third Saturday. Now, this basically is meant to be this. When you look at life, you have to awaken your mind first. The Japanese say that if you do not train your mind, you cannot train your body. If you do not train your body, you cannot train your spirit. Now, if all three are not connected, then you're wavy. You're not actually caring about anyone else then. Because then you don't realize what you're actually doing. Your actions, what most people don't realize is they speak louder than what your words shall ever speak. Okay, your words basically are lies upon your actions unless your actions and your words coincide. Now, when you try to actually walk the walk and talk the talk, it is not a very easy thing to do, especially nowadays because you got too many people out there trying to censor you. Now, me, I don't give a fuck. You censor me, Facebook can censor me, fucking YouTube can censor me. Go ahead. There are multiple platforms and multiple ways to get your message out. Now, if you want your message out there, BTMX can actually help you, like with me, Wake Up Your Life, trying to help people out in actually real life situations. Like, I think it's been, like a year now. I've actually been sober off of drugs. Shit, it's been over a year. Damn. But I got off of the narcotics that I was on, and I had a really big fight with addictions like alcohol, cocaine, methamphetamines. I've done basically all drugs out there. I'm only 32. Okay, I realized younger than most people do, though, that if you don't start taking the steps forward to change what is actually perceived of you and what you look like and how you act, then you're not going to be able to change your persona nor your reputation. Your reputation in this world is basically everything to everybody. But if you have a false reputation, you cannot have that either. Because a false reputation only can take you so far. A false reputation will literally destroy you in the end regardless. Okay, this is where most people screw up too. If you have a reputation of, okay, I'm this big bad dude, and then everybody finds out that you're a soft dude, that crumbles your reputation right there. My reputation is known with the circles that I've been in, and the places I've been. My reputation is very well known throughout the world, okay, as somebody who does not joke, does not play, does not get around. When I'm having to put work in and actually do a job or that. Now, I joke around and kid around with you guys because that's my actual reputation with you guys. See, reputation is everything, okay? My true reputation is that I was never a nice guy, and I'm trying to change my life now. See, change is not an easy thing. Change is not something that will come and actually be instantaneous. Change happens over time. You don't notice change, you don't see change happening until the change has happened. Now, when you change, you have to train your mind first. It means a lot of meditation, a lot of focusing on what you've actually done in your life. Paying attention to what you've actually succeeded, your accomplishments. Don't always look at the negative side of life, okay? Yes, remember the people who you've wronged, but also remember the people who you've helped, okay? Remember the good things that has happened to you, okay? But don't ever dwell on the things that has happened to you that is bad, okay? Because that will put you into a depression. When you dwell on nothing but darkness, darkness is going to consume you. The dark, it will consume you, it will hold you, and it will not let you go for years. Trust me, I am living proof. And I still have issues battling with my own darkness. Now, the whole point of darkness is there's two sides of life, two wolves. Okay, I heard this story when I was a kid. Never thought anything of it. Thought it's bullshit, but it's not. Okay, depending on which wolf you want to feed, which wolf do you want to actually have backing you up? Okay, in your corner, do you want the white or the black, the light or the dark? Okay, now with that, it depends on which wolf you feed. Okay, when you feed the wrong wolf's going to be in your corner. You feed that dark wolf, he is going to consume you like Fenrir consumed Thar's arm. Okay, now for Norse pagans out there, they understand that. For the Christians out there and everybody else, they don't, if you've never read into it. Fenrir was the wolf of the apocalypse, basically. And to sacrifice and to stop him, Thar, one of the gods of Norse paganism, actually threw his arm into the mouth of Fenrir and literally lost his arm. Just long enough where the Norse pagans could actually chain him down, or the gods could chain him down and actually hold him. And it is said that when the end of days comes, the chains will be broken, blah, 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 all that. I'm not diving too deep into that because that ain't what I'm trying to talk about. The whole factor is that when life comes to you with darkness, approach it not with darkness. Take a pause, step back from yourself, react to the situation accordingly. Samurai, they also do the same. Okay, that is why my emblem with Shawnkudoe 753 is a samurai. Is because they have a saying. It's called mushi. Mind without mind. Okay, you have to step back from yourself, clear your mind, and focus on nothingness. Because the universe, trust me, it's going to answer you regardless. Okay, it's going to tell you which way to go. It's going to tell you which way to turn. Now, even though I'm a very religious person, I am also a spiritual person. I've studied multiple religions. I've studied theology. And I've studied philosophy. Okay, that's why most people don't recognize that I'm very religious. They think I'm just philosophy in that, but I'm not. Now, through spirituality, you'll learn a lot more. But religion can be used to either control, heal, or corrupt. That's where people don't understand religion itself. Okay, religion, the word religion means to be bound to. Thank you for that, William Bishop. I love you, brother. But we're only going to be on air for an hour tonight, saying screw it. But yeah, religion means to be bound to something. Belief means that you have faith in something that may actually better your life. Faith is a thing that not everybody understands. Faith is something that they see sometimes as bad or connected to religion. But faith is actually spirituality as well. Spirituality is where you see life through going by the universe's way, by the universe's codes, and by philosophy, not by what you want to do, but what the universe is actually showing you what you should do. The universe will always answer your questions. It will always show you the way, but it's not going to do it directly. It's going to present you the opportunities to do it, but it will never just hand you anything. Life's never going to hand you anything. Okay. Now, you guys may think I'm getting off topic, but I'm not. Now, with philosophy, it teaches you how to use that as guidelines to actually talk and walk and be. Like one of the guidelines I live by. It is the rules of basically Japanese. Okay, the Bushido Code, the 753. That is why the name is Shawnkudoe 753. Is the 753 is the Bushido way. It is meant to basically be the samurai's main code. The samurai were honorable people. Yes, they were warmongers to a lot of people. But what people don't realize is in times of peace, they were peaceful. In times of war, they were warriors. There's an old Japanese saying. I studied it for years. A student and a master sitting at his dojo. The student looks at the master and says, "Master, why do you practice war, but you preach peace?" The master turns to the student and says, "Student, for if you are a warrior and a gardener, then you cannot be defeated. But I would rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in war. For a gardener in war is not equipped, nor does that not have the tools or the knowledge to be in war." Now, that goes to the sayings of a lot of things, okay? Now, most people say, oh, yeah, what about the farmers that were in war and all that? Look at what they did. Look at how they were. Look at the fact of what they were actually like. Okay? Most of your warriors back in the ancient times, and most of the philosophies of the ancient times, actually coincide with nowadays. Most of your philosophies are going to seem like they're irrelevant, but they're not. They are actually very, very relevant. Now, a factor of being relevant with philosophy is just as this simple. Philosophy is based in actual life experience, not by what somebody just said out their mouth and they have no life experience. The Book of the Five Rings, Hasaga, The Way of the Samurai, The Art of War, just to name 3 books, just to prove that no philosophy is not backed in fact. It is based in actual life experience, not by what somebody just believed or was told. It was based in the ways that they actually lived. Now, samurai I've studied for many, many years. People say samurai means warrior. No. Samurai actually does not mean warrior. It means to serve. Now, being samurai means you are to serve a purpose, a goal, a way of life even. If you want to be of service to your own beliefs, that is your choice. Now, being of service to pain or darkness, that's your choice too. But leading that down that road is going to cause nothing but pain, nothing but suffering, nothing but agony and sorrow. Being manipulating, and that's all part of the dark path, okay? Control is an illusion, okay? No matter what anybody says in life, I've learned firsthand, you cannot actually control a situation without actually paying attention and taking that step back, taking that moment of breath. Without that moment of breath, you're not going to actually find out what you need to find out. Sometimes you get into an argument with somebody you care about. Sometimes you get in an argument with friends that you don't see eye to eye. Maybe it's not you that's actually causing the argument. Maybe it's actually that person misunderstanding what you're saying, how you're saying it. So what you do in that kind of a situation is you switch. You switch how you say it. You figure out different words to use. That's philosophy right there. That is also belief as well. Most people, they forget these words. They forget what it actually means to have faith. Okay? Now this goes back to my Christian days. And it is, walk by faith, not by sight. For you shall be led astray most times if you walk by thy sight of the eyes. For the sight of the eyes can play lies. And the sight of the eyes will never tell full lies. But it shall lead you astray though. Meaning your eyes can play tricks on you. You might see one thing, but it's a whole nother thing. It doesn't matter. That's when you have to take the step back and actually stop yourself and say, okay, what actually is going on in my life? What is causing my pain? What is causing my sorrow? Most of the time, it's your thoughts, how your mind works. Now, when a person doesn't realize what their mind's like, okay, nor do they know themselves, then it's going to be a lot harder to train your mind. Training your mind is basically trying to take your mindset, okay, and try to apply it to life. If it fails, if it does not work, if you cannot figure out any other problems but what you see only with your eyes, then your mind has failed you. Your mentality then fails. Okay? Now, that's why you train your mind. That's why you wake up your life. That's why you come to the actual side of, okay, I realize where I've screwed up, where I need to fix myself, and where I actually need to go to basically find out who I am. Now, that's the hard part, is to find out who you are first. Some people, I did it myself. Okay, I left my home state. I went over to Indiana for about a year, and I found myself. I found out who I wanted to be, what I was meant to do in this life, and who I was meant to be. And I come back home. I had some bumps, some bruises, a bunch of times where I failed. I didn't realize and I didn't stay to my own course. So I had to retrain my mind again when I got back home. We got TNT up in the house, though. Much love with them. Thank you, Tones. I know it's you. That gorgeous, sexy man from TNT. Oh. But being on the subject of philosophy, being on that subject, most people don't realize the depth of philosophy. They don't realize the depth of what it actually means to have a philosophy or an actual way of life, okay? That's where people always screw up, is faith is not just religious. Faith is also based in intelligence. It's based in here. Okay, being able to walk with your heart. Okay, faith in your heart, faith in yourself. Faith in knowing that you can actually do what you have to do. Belief is also the other side of faith. That's where most people don't realize either. They think belief and faith are two different things. They're not. Okay, it is one in the same. It goes back to another old saying, 2 souls, 1 mind. 2 minds, 1 body. 1 love. That's what it means. Okay? Having that faith, having that belief, having that philosophy even, okay, literally will pull you through a lot of things. Like, I had a philosophy way, way back when I was younger that I forgot. And just recently, my friends through BTMX and a lot of my friends that I've had over the years has helped me pull my head out of my own ass and actually realize where I was fucking up and what I was doing wrong. I was feeding that dark wolf. So instead of feeding the dark wolf, I started feeding the light. When you start feeding the light wolf, it's a lot different. Your life changes. It flips. You don't notice it immediately. You don't see it instantaneously, okay? It's hard to get your life to actually do that flip, that change, that wake up, okay? And sometimes people need a simple gesture. Some people need a good, swift kick in the ass, like I did. And reality jumping up and knocking you in the mouth. But like I said at the beginning of the show, if you guys actually want to share what you guys want to say, shoot, I'll shoot you the link. I have the link open right now for you guys if you want to join. But another good thing, always get a set of these. These are known as Chinese medicine balls. Okay? You probably hear that ding a lot here soon, because that's what I've been doing to basically calm my anxiety, calm my mind. Okay? New way, new faith, new belief. That's what people don't realize. Belief and faith is a lot more simpler than anything Okay. Now, I know a lot of people who faith has failed them, belief has failed them, religion has failed them. But one thing that never fails is the heart. When you have the heart and the mind connected and you are thinking with both brains, like one of my friends told me, I think just earlier today even. If the humans have two minds, but one body. You have your brain here, and then you have your heart, which is also a brain. And that's what people don't realize. They want to hide their emotions. They want to shove them away because they don't understand them. That's what I'm going through myself. And waking up your life actually was my reality check, my slap in the face from reality. And I'm seeing now that a lot of you guys understand what I'm going through. A lot of you guys have been through addictions or that dark path, or been in gangs, had alcohol abuse, or had some kind of issue where you guys couldn't, you felt like no one cared about you or no one loved you. I'm going to tell you straight honestly, I'm really actually not sorry about it. Life is going to hit you 100,000 to 100,000,000 times. Life is going to beat you down so bad. Worse than any bully, worse than any enemy in the world. Life is going to hit you and knock you down every chance it can get. The only way you can actually keep moving forward, the only way you can keep striving and keep succeeding, is don't look just at your success. Look at your failures. Your failures are life lessons. Everything you have failed, or your parents have failed, or one of your brothers or sisters, or somebody else has failed at, do not take that as a failure. Take that as a lesson. Another philosophy, like I keep saying. Have faith in yourself that you can understand the philosophies, though. Understand that you can actually take that step back that you need. Like, okay, what is it that I'm missing in life? What am I actually trying to strive for? I know a lot of artists. TNT probably could tell you most definitely. There's times they're sitting at that damn notebook like, shit. What are we gonna write about? Shit. It's called writer's block. Everybody gets it in a different way. It's that next move, that next step that you don't know where you're going to step. Okay? You got to set down a goal, a philosophy, a plan. Okay? And have faith that you're going to be able to strive to meet your end goal. And then once you meet that end goal, I want you to do me a huge favor. Set another one. Then set another one. Then set another one. After you hit every single goal in your life, because this is actually how I literally actually got through. Oh yes, it is a bitch sometimes. This is literally how I got through. I was sitting one day, didn't have the motivation, didn't have the want or the will to actually create blades. I didn't want to do it anymore. One of my friends was like, well, grab your grinder, go out to the garage, and see what you can do. You don't got to do much, just hit the grinder one time, maybe two. Take baby steps. Hit the grinder. Hold the steel. Hit the grinder again if you feel like it. And then then I just like created an entire blade that showed me that, okay, it's not the big picture only. It is the little pieces that can pull you through of everything as well. It's about that faith that you have in yourself that you lose. That belief you have in yourself that you lose. Okay? That's philosophy as well. as long as you have a philosophy that you can base yourself in. Like me, 753. The Bushido Way, the Art of War, I believe in as well. I've read the Book of the Five Rings. I've read a lot of books on philosophy. I've read Confucius. I've read Long Song. I've read Genghis Khan's philosophies. Motomoshi Madamashi, which is the Book of the Five Rings. I've read, like, the most predominant Japanese and Eastern philosophies. I try to base my life in Eastern philosophies because they make more sense. You can understand them a lot easier, and you can actually get through life a lot better if you study Eastern philosophies. One thing I've learned is Western philosophies, it's like trying to blow smoke up a person's asshole. It's going to feel good for a while, and then it's just going to fail. Now, the issues of the days are trying to find that philosophy. Now, I tell everybody, try to base yourself in a philosophy that works with your mentality, your physicality, and your spirituality. That's why I chose the 753. And that's why most people don't realize. 753, though, if I can get it back up here, I'll be posting it back up on my Facebook and on my Facebook page for Shawnkudoe 753. Most people don't understand that main way. Here's a quote, though. And I've got a lot of quotes that actually help out from day to day. And this is one of the quotes that I use and I look towards when I'm trying to be successful. And it goes, if you hang around 5 confident people, you will be the 6th. If you hang around with 5 intelligent people, you will be the 6th. If you hang out with 5 millionaires, you will be the 6th. If you hang out with 5 idiots, you will be the 6th. Meaning, be smart. Think about whom you're around, what environment you're around as well. Whom you hang out with can also affect you as well. Now, most people don't understand that. Here's one that's more of a recent style of philosophy, but I kind of agree with it because it goes back to an older philosophy. People who keep it real don't care about being liked. They care about being respected. And that's another thing that's in the 753. That's why I go by that 753 so hardcore. Because respect cannot be demanded. It can only be earned. And a lot of people who have lived on the streets, who have been down that dark road of being in the hood or being on the streets and being either in jail or having that struggle, understand that respect also is a very big thing too. Now, this is where everybody always fails, okay? And this is where I've noticed a lot of people failing, okay? Be strong but not rude. Be kind but not weak. Be bold but don't be a bully. Be humble but not shy. Be proud but not arrogant. That's part of that philosophy of the 753. Basically meaning, do not be the dark, be the light. Try to find the balance within life. Try to find the balance within yourself. Now, I'm going through a lot of my things on philosophy. Here's one that I just was talking about a little bit ago. Now, it's from Tupac. And this philosophy, a lot of people probably heard. Loyalty is hard to find. Trust is easy to lose. Actions speak louder than words. It does. For your actions will always speak louder than your words, because it's that philosophy, that mentality of everybody's wanting to be better than somebody else and not equal to someone. Like anybody in a relationship, everybody says, okay, we're supposed to be equal, but no, I'm this or I'm that. No. Two souls, two minds, one body, one love. Plain and simple. Now, here's a saying from Morgan Freeman. Self-control is a strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control your direction of life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. Another philosophy of life. Now, a lot of people, they don't understand a lot of the philosophies I use. But if you look up the 753 and actually pay attention, actually break it down, okay, you'll understand what it means. The 7 virtues of a warrior, the 5 keys of health, and 3 ways of spirituality. That is why the 753 is very influential. That's why I have it part of my name for my company. Because it actually will save your life, legit. Because anybody who's from like California or Florida, Texas, Washington, D.C., anywhere really, Indianapolis, Indiana, will always tell you, disrespect the wrong person and you're going to end up in an early grave. That's why respect is high in life. And that's also another philosophy of life, is respect everyone until you are disrespected. Okay? Now, when you see disrespect, don't attack it as an aggressor, but try to be more of a person who's an understanding, and that's hard to do when you're being disrespected. So you have to take the step back. You have to basically remember your philosophy, remember your belief, remember your faith in yourself, because no motherfucker on this planet will control you but you. Okay, that's the point of life. Okay, control yourself, control your own life, and try to actually better yourself. Do not be with the ignorance of others. Be with the intelligence of the ones whom you care about. Now, a lot of people don't understand that. And I'll be doing a whole thing on TikTok here soon about that one aspect. And this is the last topic I'm going to actually touch on. And then I'm killing this because, yeah, almost an hour in. The Book of the 5 Rings. And I actually have all 20 virtues of the Book of the 5 Rings. There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, smarter. Everything is within. 2. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. 3. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. 4. Do nothing that is of no use. Meaning, always have a use, always have a purpose or a point for what you do. 5. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. 6. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. So if someone does not have control over themselves, then they cannot control another person. That's literally what I was just talking about earlier. 7. From one thing, know 10,000 things. 8. You can only fight the way you practice. 9. Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. Meaning, don't use your eyes like I spoke about earlier. 10. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. 11. Today is a victory over yourself of yesterday. Meaning you've already progressed and gotten better than what you were yesterday. Always remember that. Because you woke up this morning and you're still breathing. So you're doing something right. "12 is get beyond love and grief, except for good and accept the good man. 13. Do not regret what you have done. 14. If you do not control thy enemy will control you. Now, that's one that I used to love using. Now, 15. All men are the same except for their belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. 16. To know 10,000 things, know one well. Now, 17. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight. And the only reason a warrior fights is to win. 18. Which is respect Buddha and the gods without counting on their help. Now, that's where everybody fucks up too, is 18. Because they want to rely on the power of something that's higher than them, where they do not realize you already had the damn power. All you have to do is just have the will to do so. Meaning, basically, don't be a coward. 19. The important thing in strategy is to surprise the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. And 20. To become the enemy, see yourself as the enemy of thy enemy. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I'm going to leave you guys with a song. Now, unfortunately, none of my guests actually shut the fuck up. Apparently, they're too scared to do it. But I'm going to hit you guys with Playboy the Beast, Patriots. Or no. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do Magma Warfare, You Can't Hide by Playboy the Beast.
I'm just here to expose a motherfucker named Loza, who sold his soul for clout, he'd do anything for exposure. You ain't nothing but a vulture to the conservative culture. If I catch you in a berry, I'ma rip the bitch off. You don't give a fuck about your number one, you ain't humble none. Bubblegum ass sucker looking like you bubba gum. Do you even fuck with Trump, or you just try to double up? Either way you disrespect it, it's a must, we knuckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, I suggest you buckle up. Pussy, keep talking that shit, you gon' be riding in the trunk. Hit up so hard, I be lifting them up, but I'm throwing these up, I cuts into his gut. Acting so tough, but I know that he bluffing, so it's a must, we go fist to cuff. Huffing and puffing and acting all tough, but he ain't gon' do nothing when he in the clutch. I cannot stop with adrenaline rushing, no one keep stopping till the enemy's crushed. People too deep up in these streets, pussy, believe you can't get touched. I'm an entire different breed, I'm in the league 10 tiers above. You better ask around about me, I don't give a single fuck. You steady swinging from these rappers nuts like you a single slut. I'm a proud boy, you a non-violent island boy. I enjoy destroying these rappers, I'll do you like Floyd. Got my foot on his neck, this piece of smoke you can't avoid. Fucking with me, lil pussy, better hop on some roids. Cause you not in my weight class, you're probably passing out void. Cause ain't nobody fucking with these country Carolina boys. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Beefing with the beast, told me that ain't no fair. When it's on, then it's on, bitches mark a warfare, yeah. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Best believe you don't wanna take it there. You ain't scared, little fucker, run up on me if you dare. There ain't no hiding when I'm sliding down your block. Homicide is on my mind and I'm hunting for this bitch like Joe Biden. Fraudulent motherfucker, contended your band line. Will bust a grape in a fruit fight, thinking he's 6'9". Sucking dick and doing anything just try to get signed. Dude's a cancer to the movement and he isn't benign. This little fucker is a snake, but he ain't got no spine. Dissing me is a mistake, now he ain't got no mind. But I agree, as patriots should not be dissing each other. We should respect one another, try to uplift our brothers. But these big-headed motherfuckers like those that hate undercover, they don't wanna see us make it, they would rather see us suffer. When I got banned in the platform, where was y'all at? Didn't nobody have my back except the yellow and black. All of my day one fans held me down, that's a fact. But most these rap cats claiming patriot or raw cat. Yeah, I strive to be the best, so I'm a master of my craft. They just do this shit for fame, that's why they flow is half-assed. Wanna get lows of mad, he might snap and type in all caps. Won't collab with none of you faggots, no, that's a hard pass. If I come from the underground where skill and lyrics still matter, was catching bodies with verses while you was Black Lives Matter. He ever see me in person, he'd be releasing his bladder. Just like Antigua when they see me, bet these pussies all scatter. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Beefing with the beast, told me that ain't no fair. When it's on, then it's on, bitches mark a warfare, yeah. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Best believe you don't wanna take it there. You ain't scared, little fucker, run up on me if you dare. Yo, how ironic that you fucked around and now you find it out. I'm the king of the underground, you the king of chasing clout. You had the balls to call out Forgiato, acting all stout. But I'm a different breed, I bet you keep my name out your mouth. I bodied every competitor that has stepped to me ever. It's not competitive, I leave your body buried like treasure. They're sleeping on me like sedatives till their heads all get severed. I burn these rappers alive, but I leave his ashes and embers. This how we ride on our enemies' bodies, we'll get dismembered. This proud portion is my life and I'm an actual member. You busted shots at me and mine, now I'm returning to sender. You just a pussy with the dick, rap game Bruce Jenner. And I'm a trendsetter, ride my own way, vendetta. Hate crime on the track, I just killed this transgender. I'm enough for you a beta, boy, you way too femme. Just a year ago, this faggot was a hardcore den. Right in the George Floyd, raving pandering to BLM. But when that bullshit didn't sell, he had to pick another trend. So he threw on a MAGA hat and then he went full send. Just trying to fake it till he makes it, his own gimmicks pretend. Airsoft guns in his videos that he borrowed from friends. You not a proud boy cause you never could hang with these real men. Put up on me, little commie, and these problems will get solved. Puff your chest and acting hard, but we all know that you're soft, that you can hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Beefing with the beast, told me that ain't no fair. When it's on, then it's on, bitches mark a warfare, yeah. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Best believe you don't wanna take it there. You ain't scared, little fucker, run up on me if you dare. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Beefing with the beast, told me that ain't no fair. When it's on, then it's on, bitches mark a warfare, yeah. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Best believe you don't wanna take it there. You ain't scared, little fucker, run up on me if you dare.
And as I end every Wake Up Your Life, always remember, judge yourself before you judge others. Look in that mirror and make your choices of life. And always have faith and belief in yourself. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. Blessings unto all my fans, my family, and my friends.